Hello, I'm Bernard Hickey from interest.co.nz and welcome to a special property report from interest.co.nz. Today we have figures from Barfoot and Thompson on home sales and prices in Auckland. Obviously Barfoot and Thompson, the biggest agency chain in Auckland, and these are the first figures we get on sales and volumes for June. And it's been a strong June for prices at least. There were 994 sales booked by Barfoot and Thompson in June. That's the highest June since 2007. The key thing though is the average price, up to a record high $589,251. That's up 13% from June a year ago. Also, a lack of listings, 4,078 listings on Barfoot and Thompson's books at the end of June. That's the lowest in 7 years. Let's have a look now at the charts on these figures from Barfoot and Thompson, which you can look at going back several years. You can look at price growth, the average price, and what's happening in the Auckland market. And the charts are at the bottom of the article underneath this video. So let's have a look now at what's happening with those figures, and you can see a slow increase through 2010 and 11 in the number of properties sold, although we're not back to the very high levels that we saw through 2003, 4, 5. So we saw down there through the recession and then back up again. Obviously things quietened down a bit during the winter. But here's the really interesting thing. Prices continuing to rise, particularly in central Auckland through the last couple of years. And we're now well back above the key levels we saw in 2004, 5, 6, 7. So what's going on here? Why are average prices rising so quickly, particularly in central Auckland, the suburbs of central Auckland? Well, there's plenty of demand and certainly not enough supply. And it's most acute around the eggs and ag zones. For those people in Auckland, they'll know what that means, the Epsom Girls' School and the Auckland Grammar School zones, and particularly in the arc of the old villa suburbs that go from Ponsonby, Grey Lynn, through Mount Eden, Epsom, through round to Remuera and Parnell. And the Barfoot and Thompson figures show a big increase in the average price there for that villa arc. $705,850. That's the average price for those properties in that arc of suburbs around central Auckland. That's up, wait for it, 22% from June a year ago. And when you look at the average for the year to June, just to give you some decent numbers, that's up 11% from the previous year. So double-digit price growth in that arc of suburbs around central Auckland. Not so much growth seen in South Auckland or West Auckland. Bit of growth in North Auckland or on the North Shore, but certainly that central Auckland area is hot right now, and you can see that in auction clearance rates and in the sorts of price action we're seeing. Now, why is this? Well, obviously a big generation of housing built in the 2000s has been wiped out. They were leaky buildings. And there's strong demand coming in from Chinese immigrants, many looking to buy here as an investment choice or to set up a base for families. So that's Chinese money that's coming in. There are also migrants from ChCh who've come up here and brought with them plenty of money from their insurance payouts, or they're relatively wealthy. And there are a few new houses being built. Affordability is a real issue for those people looking to buy house and land packages in Auckland. Significant multiples of price to income in Auckland. Well, there we have it, a special property report on the Barfoot and Thompson figures for June from interest.co.nz.